Are you ready for this? We've got baby elephant noises, plenty of ice cream, and I'm wearing Holey denim. Let's take a look on the bright side. Hello, my friends, and welcome to the bright side. I'm your host, Bob Herzog, and let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. I'm sporting some denim, forever in blue jeans, babe. Why? Well, first of all, I'm at ease in dungarees. But more importantly, for our episode this week, I wanted to make sure everyone understands just how knowledgeable I am when it comes to high fashion. And now you can be this hip too if you're willing to pay top dollar. Gucci is releasing these overalls that are purposely stained with grass. Yes, for just $1,400 you can own a pair of these dirty overalls. The Italian fashion house debuted the new look for its grunge-inspired Fall-Winter 2020 collection. Now, if overalls aren't your thing, there are grass-stained jeans available. They can be bought for the bargain price of $1,200. So basically, the little extra square of denim in the front and straps gonna cost you an extra $200. Now, if you don't want to drop that kind of cash, just get yourself some big boy Oshkosh Bagosh or whatever and just wear them for like a really long time. The rest will take care of itself, like my jeans here, or any of the many other pairs of jeans that I own. There we go, there's one. Thank you, Shelby. There's this one too. Good. This is pretty much what my life would have been like if I would have been an exotic dancer. People throwing my clothes back at me. Please, sir, cover yourself. It's like a Yeti. But no, you get holes, right? You get holes here and there. You get them in the knee. I got one here in the pocket. You get just a peek of underpants if I wear these ones, which you don't want that, but I'm just saying that's what happens. I had one of my producers ask me this morning if I bought my jeans with the holes in them. Know this, Brightsiders. If you see me pay top dollar for jeans with holes already in them, something bad has happened to me and you should call the paramedics. Now, you know, I might wear these jeans if I was, say, out in the country. And C is for country. I know that because Lil Nas X told me. I mean, not directly, but the title of his children's book makes it clear. Yeah, somewhere on the Old Town Road, there's apparently a bookstore, and in it, you'll find C is for Country, the tale of Lil Nas X and Panini the Pony, journeying through the alphabet. The publisher, Random House Children's Books, says the book will be released early next year. I'm sort of hoping that the X in the book ends up referring to the X in Lil Nas X. That'd be fun. I mean, I'm no writer, but I do have thoughts on things. But until Lil Nas X drops that wisdom on us, I think I've got another place we can turn for some good life lessons. How about a little bright side wisdom from the longest living couple in the United States? Brian Mastry has the story.
And everybody said it never lasts.
Boy, were they wrong. Today marks Ralph and Dorothy Kohler's 85th wedding anniversary. Think about that. 85 years together in marriage.
You don't ever think you'd make it, but we did. That was the main thing.
A few years ago, when Ralph and Dorothy were in their 90s, they moved from Nebraska to California to be closer to one of their daughters. Now you need a limo to fit in all those words of this accomplishment. They claim the title of America's oldest, longest living married couple.
Neither one of us ever smoked or drank, of which that was no problem.
I like to cook and he likes to eat.
In life, there's something to be said for being agreeable. Each grew to love the passions of the other.
Love, for one thing, and we both enjoy the same things. And if we didn't, we accepted it. And Dorothy loved ballroom dancing, and I loved to shoot clay targets. So I joined her with ballroom dancing, and she joined me with trap shooting.
The yin and yang of a couple with 3 kids and countless grandchildren and beyond. Dorothy even became a trap shooting national champ in 1952. Ralph spent most of his years outdoors as a commercial waterfowl guide. He wrote a book about his life and shares space with other legends of the outdoors in the Hall of Fame. And when it comes to advice, Ralph has 102 years of experience there. So, what should we do if there's conflict at home?
If we had anything real a problem, I agreed to it. That's the best way to get out of that.
For a couple who knows the importance of setting goals, why not shoot for a 100th anniversary?
That's 15 years, isn't it? I don't, well, I'd like to be, but I doubt it. I think we're pretty fortunate to be this far along.
So much for the doubters. Happy 85th anniversary, Ralph and Dorothy.
I like Ralph. If there's a problem, he's like, yep, that's on me, you're right. Solid advice, Ralph. Here's a little anecdote. I used to leave the toilet paper on the back of the tank instead of putting the new roll like down on the thing. I don't do that anymore. That's personal growth, people, and I feel like Ralph would be proud of that if he knew. A wise man. You know, they say elephants are wise. I use that merely as a transition. This elephant video you're about to see really has nothing to do with the animal's smarts. It's all about the little baby elephant sounds. Time for some bright side beasties. That's Tilly. Tilly just trumpets all the time at the Houston Zoo. Isn't that great? It's like a Disney movie or something. You guys want to hear my elephant imitation? Okay, you ready? Hang on, I wanted to be back on camera for this so you be sure it's really me. It's that good. You ready? Just out here making my family proud every single day. More baby animals, please. Look at Floyd. Floyd is a western lowland gorilla at Zoo Atlanta. He's just happy as a lark, playing with his Prima rocker toy there. You guys want to see my gorilla imitation? I'm kidding. That one really is just a bit too real. So instead, feast on this. It's Beanie. Look, sharing a green bean with Mama at Roger Williams Park Zoo in Carousel Village. My voice goes up like 3 octaves. I can't help it. It can't get any cuter than that. Like, if you're ever sad about anything, you save this link on your favorites menu thing or whatever, and just come back and look at it when you're sad. And way to go, Mom, by the way. Just like, here, kid, whatever. Eat part of my green bean. But that's just kind of what moms do, right? Whatever their kids need. But that doesn't mean it's not challenging. For most parents to be, expecting quadruplets would be enough of a shock. But after receiving rather jarring but still happy news that quads were on the way, a Texas couple found out something else, something devastating. Robbie Owens has more on the long road from diagnosis to delivery.
I found out I was having quadruplets. I straight up cried for like 2 days.
It is an understatement to say that Katie Sturm was shocked to learn that she and her husband Chris were expecting quadruplets. Then a seizure led to a second diagnosis.
2 weeks later, I found out that I had a brain tumor.
But when I saw the second one myself and it became like a real thing because I could physically see it, it was one of those moments where, you know, holy cow, the possibility that something could happen to my wife and my kids is very prevalent and very real.
Katie underwent brain surgery at UT Southwestern before her boys were born at 32 weeks in July.
If you didn't know she had brain tumor surgery, you wouldn't know she had brain tumor surgery. I mean, she looks really great, and she has coped with this better than anyone could have ever imagined. She's remarkable.
At that point, I just had to turn it over to God, and I guess he wouldn't give me quadruplets if he didn't want me to be around for him, so.
They all came out crying, and it was all very smooth and went really without a hitch.
After a few weeks in the NICU, the Sturm boys have joined Big Brother Ryan at home.
This is Jacob.
Not a bad haul for a woman who was told as a teen that a medical condition would prevent her from having biological children.
This is the chunkiest little guy, Austin.
The Sturms say they aren't picking any winning lotto numbers.
This is the skinniest little guy, Daniel.
But haven't they already hit the jackpot?
This is Hudson, who we lovingly call Little Huddy. Oh, there he goes.
These babies are a lot to handle, but they are a blessing.
Now, Katie did not undergo fertility treatments, and the odds of having quadruplets without fertility assistance is about 1 in 700,000. That is a strong lady, and that is a great family. But, with quads, they're probably going to need a little help from time to time. So do you like it when communities come together? I do too. And that's why I like this next one so much. How about one more to inspire? More than 250 customers kept the kindness rolling and paid for each other's food again and again and again at a Dairy Queen location in Virginia. The general manager of the restaurant says it started early in the morning on a Friday. A customer decided to pay it forward in the drive-thru, and then hundreds of people behind that person returned the favor for the next customer in line, and on and on. Janie Fleck manages the location, and Stacy Hodges is a customer there.
We've even had people that have gotten a large sweet tea, which is $1.50, something like that, and the people behind them might be 10, 15 bucks, and they go ahead and pay for it.
Oh, it definitely made my day, and I hope it makes somebody else's behind me, that's for sure.
Fleck says the acts of kindness continued for hours. And to that I say, way to go, humans. Trying to make somebody else a little happy. That's not such a bad thing, is it? And that's what we do here on The Bright Side. Just trying to bring a little bit of light into the darkness. It goes a long, long way. And that's what you can do too. That little bit of light can be shared by sharing this video on Facebook, on Twitter, on wherever. Because if you share it, and then you share it, and then you share it, and you share it, well, that little light becomes a great big light. And that sounds like a pretty good idea. We'll see you next time when we check in from The Bright Side.